Hi, Spiritual Gifts Diva. How are you today? Are you well? Sorry, I was just getting another deck of cards. How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you well? Um, let's have a look. Rakesh is planning anything for you. Let's have a look. Let's have a look to see if they are or not. Smriti, how are you today? Do you remember to like the video? I'll just do that and then we can start. Right. Okay. Oh, I locked das current feelings. Thank you for liking the video. Right, let's have a look at Spiritual Gifts Diva. See what's occurring. Thank you for liking the video. Hopefully you're all having a good weekend. And happy Easter if you believe in that or celebrate it. It's always a good thing. Thanks for being here. Hello, Alyssa. How are you? Blessings to everyone. How are you all? Hopefully everyone's fine. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at Spiritual Gifts Diva. Is Rishikesh planning on anything? Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. Is he planning anything at the moment? Rishikesh. Let's have a look. Helps get your phone off those hands. Satna, how are you? Do remember to like the video and keep posting your questions. Thank you. Rishikesh, let's see what they're planning. Rishikesh. Miller, happy Easter. How are you? Good to see you all. Thank you for liking it. Happy Easter. Right, blessings to everybody. Right. Rishikesh. Are you well? Right, thanks for liking the video. Let's have a look what this person's planning. Right, Spiritual Gift Stephen. Even though there's a kind of hope to this situation, I'm not too sure if they're planning. They're just waiting at the sidelines. There seems to be a little bit of disappointment, probably coming from your end, really. There is a lot of hope there at the same time. So things have to be nourished and kind of looked at. With the Queen of Swords here, this basically means that sometimes we have to cut these feelings off. So whatever is happening at the moment, good communication is essential. Give this little bit of time now, because with the Five of Cups here, it means there has been disappointments and sadnesses through this integration of what's going on. So when we have the Star card, it's a good card to have a look at about what we are nurturing within ourselves. So when we have the Star card, this is a very kind of good aspect of Aquarian energy, where, as you know, Aquarians, which comes about the Queen of Swords, has to really understand what is going on. So if you're not communicating as well as you could do, why is that? So when we have a look at here with the Five of Cups, maybe this is time to really look at, is this worth pursuing on a greater level than before? Or give it more time, because the Star card, after all, is all about hope, having faith in these things. So at the moment, I don't think they're planning to move forward because they're still feeling this disappointment. He's Aquarius. Oh, wow, that's great. That is really good. But with the Five of Cups here, there is a sense of loss, disappointment, and they really must lift their mood up. So now is the time for them to do that, perhaps. So, but with the Queen of Swords here, it's almost like they have to go through this particular pain before they can move on. Does that make sense to you? But thanks for the question. I do hope you're all right with that. Okay. Hello, Ishika. Thanks for the likes, gifts, and what am I going on about? Do remember to put your question down. If I can't see your question, we can't do your question. Sapna, I can see your question. Current true intentions of Milan Kuma towards you. Separation and no contact at the moment. I'm fine. Yeah. Right, Sapna, current true intentions of Milan Kuma towards you. There is no contact at the moment. Right, Sapna, let's have a look. Let's have a look for Sapna. Keep posting your questions, guys. Good to see you. Blessings to all of you. Yeah, of course. Oh, that sounds nice, Miller. Right, let's have a look. Sapna's true intentions of Milan. Let's have a look. Happy Easter, everyone. Right, so let's have a look. Oops. And everything goes wrong. Right, let's have a look. Sapna. This is for Sapna. Do keep posting your questions so I know you're in the room, guys. That's important. True intentions of Milan Kuma. Let's have a look for Sapna. Right, let's have a look. Okay. So, Sapna. Hello, Mitchell. How are you? Let's refresh this chat so it catches up with that one. So, they're in what's going on here? Honestly. Right. Wait a minute. So, their intentions. Let's have a look. Let's have a looky. So, Sapna. Right, Milan Kuma's intentions. This is a really dodgy case. And you can actually see there is a separation. I think it's time, Sapna, to walk completely away from this. When you demonstrate here the Eight of Cups, emotionally they have walked away from it. And here with the Five of Swords, this combination is not a very good combination. You do have the Two of Wands here as well. So with the Two of Wands, it's what else is in the world. So when we have the Eight of Cups, this is basically going for something else. So I think their intentions is to literally move away from how you two have been. Five of Swords is maybe they're listening to other people, and that's why. Or themselves sometimes. Sometimes they think, well, now is the time to go and search for something else. So the no contact is a good indication, really, that they don't really want to. And quite frankly, I do think that they're not the best for you. So, sometimes when we heal, we have to have a look at the reasons why sometimes we move away from exes, people we're not in contact with, and it gives that nice space for somebody else to come in. So that's the good news, isn't it? So I don't really think they're the right person for you with that demonstration. It's probably best to forget about them and heal on, don't you think so? Thank you. Thanks for being here. Do keep liking the video. Great to see you. XO, hello. Symmetry, how are you? Happy Easter. Let's do XO. Just for the sake of it. XO, hello and happy Easter. What is the future of your romantic connection relationship with F? Wow. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Let's just refresh that. Right, let's have a look. The future of your ROM connection. I like that word that you've made up. That looks very nice indeed. A ROM connection. I haven't heard that before, so that's really exciting. I knew it. Right. No worries, XO. Right, let's have a look. XO and F. Let's have a look for XO. XO. Alyssa, hello. Right, and Mitchell. Stay in the room, I will get to you, don't worry. Right, this is for XO. What is the wrong connection with F? Thank you for liking the video, by the way. Do appreciate that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. The wrong connection with F. Anne, hello, how are you? Happy Easter. Lots of blessings to everyone. Right, what's the future with F and XO? F and XO. The romantic connection between F and XO. Happy Easter. Right. Let's have a look. So, the romantic connection. Okay. So, I dropped a card. It's not too bad. It could be better. I don't know where you are in yourself. Actually, I'm changing my mind. I think it can be actually quite good. If you have patience with this one, and patience and healing has to take place. When we first of all we have the Ace of Swords, this is almost like the victory. It's almost like you see young Arthur there having the courage to actually pull the sword. So it's almost like the destiny of your connection. So the connection between the two of you is a good one if you allow that kind of simplicity to kind of come about. So with the simplicity comes the Five of Cups. So obviously, when you have young Arthur or Arthur pulling out the sword, it's like everyone before him couldn't do it. So this is where the Ace of Swords comes to light, where it's a victory card in achieving what you need to achieve. So with the Five of Cups here, it's almost like even though they've been had pain, suffering, and all the rest of it, a lot more patience is needed here, I'm telling you. So this is all about how it's their own journey as well. So their own journey, if they see clearer with clarity that it makes sense on a logical aspect to sort of move forward, then you can definitely see here with the Six of Wands, the victory card is there. So it's two victory cards here. First of all, we have the Ace of Swords, which traditionally is victory over mind. And in fact, you know, when you hold the sword of truth, you go for it. And the Six of Wands is everything is coming into an alignment. But when people have this aspect, a lot of people like to be the victim role when it comes to the heart, and they don't want to move forward. So even though it's a balance between, okay, logically, I may as well, you know, go into a new relationship, or well, it's safer to stay behind. There is a sense that if they kind of if you both treat it like friends and kind of allow things to flourish, it gets a little bit easier. Guys, don't delete messages. So hopefully that kind of helped. But there is a sense of loss and pain, and it does kind of come at a price of yeah. You're just going to have to be more patient on this one. The problem always with a rebound relationship, if they're really in that mode, if they're really in that mode that they haven't healed, and you're there to pick up the pieces, that's not necessarily always good for you. So make sure they're healed completely, which is impossible. But do you know what I mean? It is a difficult one. That is hard. It is hard. Good luck, Exo. Right, guys, let's do Mitchell Lauren, a general for the near future. Thanks for being here. Do post your questions if you're in. Oh, thank you, Pooja. Let's do Pooja before we do. Pooja has donated. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. This is for Pooja Gupta. What are... I'll do you in a minute, Mitchell. All right. We're just doing Pooja at the moment. Let's have a look. What are N's energies currently towards you? Let's have a look at N's energies towards Pooja. Thank you for the super chat. You can do Mitchell first. Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay. We're doing Mitchell. We're doing Mitchell. Thank you, Pooja. You're very kind. Yeah. Right, Mitchell, you've been let off. Are you still here? Do quickly put yes, because sometimes people walk out. Right, Mitchell. Let's do Mitchell Lorraine. Let's see what Mitchell Lorraine needs tonight. Oh, yeah. Pooja's brilliant. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, Pooja. You're very kind. Right, Mitchell Lorraine. Let's have a look. Let's see what Mitchell Lorraine needs to know. Divine Goddess, how are you, sweetheart? Right. This is for Mitchell. Yay. Happy Easter, everyone. God bless you all. Blessings on everyone. Right, let's have a look. Mitchell. Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Right, let's do Mitchell Lorraine. Mitchell Lorraine. You certainly can. After Pooja, though, Pooja's donated. So Pooja is next after Mitchell. Mitchell Lorraine. What does Mitchell need to know? What does Mitchell need to know? Mitchell Lorraine. What does Mitchell Lorraine need to know? Mitchell Lorraine. Mitchell. Mitchell. Right, Mitchell. Okay. Right, let's have a look. So, okay, not too bad. So this is time for you, Mitchell, to really have a look at things that are not so much slipping away. Sometimes when we demonstrate decision-making skills, sometimes when we've been we need to think outside the box. When we follow our dreams and goals and inspirations, and we've been patient, and it's almost like, right, okay, have I lost my self-confidence? Is it not my dream anymore? It's a kind of standing where we have to reassess, because sometimes other things can take a more solid kind of look. So when we look at relationships, or we look at our career, or we look at doing something, or we haven't got time, it becomes very much we can block our emotions off. So for you at the moment, it's important to realize that you are in charge of your heart. Your heart, if you follow your gut and your confidence and your heart in opening up, you'll find sometimes the people that you can trust, and trust can be one of those issues, which is really the key here, whether you trust yourself. So being able to say to yourself, I trust my higher self, and how I can move through these issues will give you what you want. So instead of having a kind of a victim role, especially when it's your mind about what you've been told, or what people are kind of instigate for you, now is the time to really understand that maybe we have to move away from these people. you know. So as long as that trust issue is there, you will get your own success. So sometimes it's like parents when they tell us all sorts of things. Like for instance, we're looking at Easter now, and parents will tell their children the Easter bunny, which is a lie. I mean, that's just a little example. So with the Seven of Swords, right? And the Two of Swords, it's time to make the decision about those people who do help you and do support you, and those aspects that can support you. And that's going to be your higher self and your heart in opening up to go, right, okay, what am I eliminating? What should I be eliminating? Where is my power? I do have my own power, and that's where your success will lie in. So, making decisions for yourself is one of those things that can really come about. And I think for you, if you keep slipping down that route, it's going to be one of those lifelong lessons that you can nip in the bud if you can have that confidence in yourself. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Thank you for being here. Lots of love to Mitchell. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for being here. Pooja Gupta, let's do yourself now. What are N's energies currently towards me? Thanks, Divine Goddess. We just do Pooja because Pooja super chatted, and then we'll do Divine Goddess. Thank you. Pooja, let's have a look. So let's have a look, guys. N's energies towards Pooja. Right, let's have a look. Right, thanks for being here. Do stay in the room, do post your questions, and we'll be with you soon. Right, N's energies towards you. Not too bad, actually. In fact, they're quite good. When we have a look at, hello guys, how are you? Hello 2023, you've changed your name to Woo at the end now. Weren't you called 2023 Tarot? Right, okay. So N's energies towards you. I think these are quite good. Simply because in the past or in the present or whenever, it's like I'm just going to read this one at the moment. So with the Seven of Swords, this is this like stealing card, and it's almost like for them, it's like they don't know where to kind of put their feelings, their thoughts, their kind of, maybe they think you're going to be whisked away, and it's almost like unobtainable. So for them, they really must see that the connection between the two of you has to be kind of real. So when you get the wise counselor as the first card within this particular energy, that this is always traditional for me, being the marriage card. And you can see, in a way, with the Two of Cups, that there is an emotional connection as well. So with this, it's like the traditionally, with when we have the teacher card, the Hierophant card, it's almost like what they've been told a relationship should be. And this is why perhaps when you see the Seven of Swords, it's like, well, maybe this doesn't fit in with what I've thought relationships should be. Do you know what I mean? So that they can kind of have a look at the Two of Cups with what you're both attracting to yourself. So there's obviously this huge connection, but it is a little bit lacking in confidence, because you see, with the Awakening, they have to take time, and with the Strength card as well. So I think the connection between the two of you is really good, but it's a kind of an aspect where it takes value in looking at themselves, and deeper, of how the subtle differences within the two of you need to be looked at on a higher aspect. And I think this is where the wise counselor comes in, or the hierophant, about what we've been told relationships, or their thoughts about what relationships should be. So the energy between the two of you is good within time. So when we have the Strength card, it does kind of look at maybe August, when we're in the Leo season, of kind of getting a more standard of kind of moving forward. Because the Awakening is all right. If I look at this in a different light, if I really understand what it is that the connection is there, because the Two of Cups is, attracting that perfect connection. But as I said, with the Seven of Swords, sometimes that's moving away from what we traditionally know, which is good. But sometimes if they can't do that, then they stay stuck. So this is for the N, really seeing, yes, there is something there. However, it will take time to see, okay, maybe I can have that confidence to go forward. So within their minds, perhaps they're thinking, oh, you're too good for them, or something like that. Or just it's unobtainable, which is not. So you've got some very good cards here with these three major arcana cards, showing that within time to see the value of what it is that you're both connecting on. So my advice to you, Pooja, is definitely keep that strength, be gentle with yourselves, both of you. Really understand that it is both your lives, and the choices that you do make can make things more beautiful. So this traditionally also is a good healing card. So, all this kind of, something's been taken away from us, whether it's time, we're not in the right space, or whatever. And this is where the strengthening card, and also the awakening card, really plays a part in your togetherness, which you do have. You do have the energy of togetherness, or being able to attract things on a larger scale. So, but by seeing the beauty and the opportunity, that can really bring about a really good connection, stay true to who you are, and allow this to blossom in how it can blossom. But it looks good at the moment, and you've just got to keep the faith within this, actually, definitely. But you can't deny that there's a connection definitely there, can you? So it looks good. It looks good. So hopefully you can. He's been denying his feelings from a long time. That's okay. That's not an issue. That's not an issue, simply because of the Hanged Man, where we have a look at that waiting period. The Hanged Man is good. A lot of the time we see that as sacrificing. So for you to actually see that sacrificing the time and the effort is really good. And with the Two of Cups, that's a healing on the emotional level. So sometimes when you actually have a look at what's in front of you, you want it, but then obviously you've been hurt before, and that's the issue. So give it time. Definitely give it time, and that courage. So let's have a look at the Strength card, the Leo card, being close to August, and that may have been that period of waiting, and then it's like, oh well, why am I being so stupid? I'll just go into it, hopefully. So yeah, I think keep doing what you're doing, but don't push it. Just give it time. Suspension, looking at things is always good. Yeah, that's the best thing, Pooja. Still allow them to know that you're interested. You know that you're still there for them, and then we'll see how that goes. Yeah, but yeah, it looks okay to me. I think when you have the wise counselor, which is traditionally the Hierophant, and the Two of Cups, that's a kind of a good sign. But anything can happen with the Strength card. Maybe they'll find the strength to come forward. But you know, sometimes people can't be bothered after a long time. But yeah, I think it looks good. Good luck. Right, Divine Goddess is here. Divine Goddess, General for Divine Goddess. Thanks for being here. Thanks for liking the video. Make sure you keep posting your questions. Divine Goddess is next. Yay. Right, this is for Divine Goddess, who is a channel member, I think. Of course. Right. Thank you, Pooja. Yeah, sending lots of love to you. You know, keep working on ourselves about thinking we're a great person, etc. Be positive, etc. Hello, solid as a rock. How are you? Many blessings to you all. Happy Easter to you all. This is for Divine Goddess. This is for Divine Goddess today. Yeah. Happy Easter. Yes, solid as a rock, you know I'll get to you. Just stay in the room. Right, we're doing Divine Goddess at the moment. Divine Goddess. This is for Divine Goddess. Let's see what's going on here. Bunny rabbits. Right, Divine Goddess. Hello, Taylor. How are you? Please, guys, if you're in the room, keep posting your questions. If I can't see your question, I can't do your question. So do keep those questions going. Divine Goddess, what do we have for you today? Oh, right. Right. Sometimes we can give up within our heart space. So it's a time for you to really, you know, kind of embrace the love from yourself and really know that taking the opportunity to be a kind of an aspect of newness, which basically means we don't have to withdraw within ourselves and go, well, if it's not happening, it's not happening. I don't deserve it, blah, 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 blah. And go, well, basically, it's about heart self criticisms, which we can't really do. Otherwise, we miss a valuable aspect of today. Do you know what I mean? So if something's not happening that we wish was happening, we have to go, okay. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like taking a step back, but realizing that what we do have at the moment is the ability to really appreciate who we are and the opportunities that come our way. So if we're allowed to see that we are waiting for that beautiful aspect, then you know sometimes things can take time. So it is very important how we look at what's coming towards us. So this is why for me I really enjoy seeing the renewal card in this particular reading, Divine Goddess, because it is about starting again, forgiving ourselves and looking at things that can happen. When we demonstrate the Four of Cups, this is all about the retreating within ourselves and really not seeing that there are many opportunities here. And so we have a look in that kind of love aspect of being grateful for the life that we do have. That's very important, making things as simplistic as we want. Yes, we've all got dreams, desires and goals, and we want them today. However, it's not possible, or it is possible and everything's happening today. So the possibility of having everything come your way is in the renewal part of really understanding that your destiny is there for you, but we've got to have more patience and opening up to the love factor even more than ever before. So when we struggle with things and we can act like a little 2-year-old or a 3-year-old, I'm around one of them. Mine are, they stamp their foot and things like that. And it's good. It's like, I don't want that, or and they just make it so simple. So when we demonstrate the Four of Cups here, it's taking the opportunity of what we can learn from ourselves. And that's the heart chakra opening up and really knowing that once we've renewed and taken on board all sorts of things, it's very important to do so, because this is one stage in completion of how we are actually achieving what we do want on the lower level. Does that make sense? So hopefully that's pretty good. Good evening, Mad Soul Tarot. Always a pleasure to have you. Mega, how are you? Miller. Right, let's do Miller. Right, Miller. May I ask Andre's feelings and intentions for me after being together yesterday? Ooh. Right, let's have a look at Andre. Thank you so much, Divine Goddess. Always good to see you. Right, thank you, Miller. Blessings to everyone. Hopefully you're all okay. Remember to put your question down. If I can't see your question, I can't do your question, and I think you're not in the room. So do remember to put your questions down continually. Thank you. Do read the pinned comment as well. Thank you. Right, Miller, Andre. I always love doing your questions because you've always got good sounding names. Andre. Right, Andre. Right, let's see Andre's feelings. Marta, good to see you. Happy Easter. God bless you and all that jazz. Right, Andre. Andre's intentions. Dr. Manbeer, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Taylor, do stay in the room. Do stay in the room. Post your questions. Andres. Andre's feelings towards Andre's. Hands up if you love Mad Soul Tarot. Oh, it cracks me up every time. Oh, yeah. I got someone smiling now. Oh, it's making me blush. Stupid boy. Oh, here we go. Andre. Just on purpose. Andre. I'm not looking. Sorry, Andre. Lotus Rose, BT has jams. Yeah. You know, there's no added Is that what you look like now, Mad Soul Tarot, after doing what you've done? Anyway, Andre, let's focus on our friend Andre. So, yeah, everything went really good with Andre yesterday. There's a sense here where they kind of fitted in to a kind of aspect of what they do want. So it's got a young energy to it. Um, but it's also got a huge maturity about this connection as well. So whether they saw something, the possibility of kind of going forward in a great way, and for you, Miller, it's almost like having a look at them fitting ideally into a situation. I'll tell you what I really like about this. Not only do you have the Ten of Pentacles card, which is that richness state for family, it's almost like the positivity with the Queen of Wands shows that with the Page of Wands here, that to take this further is such a good aspect to do. So I reckon the two of you together can really um, kind of see a growth which has the potential to go a long, long way. Now, sometimes with the Page of Wands, the recognition that you may be on a slight different path is there, but it's almost like you come back together again. So you've got to be careful here in the way of how you see the energy, because if one, like you know how some couples go in a competition, and it's not a competition. So when we have the mother and the baby, it's like you've got to allow that to kind of come about where you're equal. You know, if you want a relationship, it has to be equal, it has to be a partnership. Hiding, well, when you have the Ten of Pentacles, it means that the growth and the kind of family aspect and loyalty that you want. But as I said here, don't let this imbalance come about. Well, when you demonstrate at the end with the Page of Wands, this is fully supporting the relationship, the kind of fire and passion that is needed. You've got to relax though. This is all about the positivity of relaxing. And with the Queen of Wands here, this is the kind of the psychic connection that you do have. So as long as you're both talking about the same things on a moralistic value and hit them, most of them, then it should be all right. Well, I'm going to ask you a question, Miller. How is that working out for you? Is that working out for you in a good way, or is it really hindering you? If it's hindering you, I'll do something about it. If it's really empowering you how you want things to go, keep it up. Plain and simple. Right. Right, okay. So, thank you for being in my room, guys. Do keep posting your questions. Just so I know you're in the room, guys. Hello. Thank you, Miller. Right, let's do 2023. Will I move away from this fear energy soon? I'm feeling really trapped with making an incorrect choice. I am pulling them a card solid as a rock. What are you going on about? I'm doing them. And it's not one card, it's three. Right. Yeah. Oh, you QVC. Wow. My mum used to buy such a lot of stuff from QVC. Right. Solid 2023. Woo. Will you move away from, let's see what you need tonight. 2023. Sherry, stay in the room, guys. Do stay in the room. Mad Soul is correct. It is a choice. It is about attitude and choice. When you've been brought up 2023 in the environment that you've been brought up, you've got to expand out of that and really know that I'm in control of my own thoughts. I'm in control of how I feel, and I'm in control of how I can move forward. That's sometimes correct and sometimes it's not. But generally, it's how we actually go through these things. Now, just what I've said, I've pulled out those cards. First of all is the Five of Swords, which very much is about the interference. Generally, it's the interference of the mind, or somebody is almost like, a voodoo doll when people push pins in. That's almost like your mind, where you're listening to a thought again and again and again and again. And we need to, Miller, thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate that. I'll do you next, obviously. So sometimes when we have, it's been proven, scientifically proven, that when we think a thought again and again and again and again, it has more weight to it, which means a fear is a fear in a negative form. So isn't it logical, or doesn't it make more sense to actually think something beautiful and more positive? So write down your fear and go, how can I turn this into a positive? Do you know what I mean? And just keep thinking that. That's why in this modern era, people think affirmations work, or manifestations work. It's just a thought that superimposes over a negative thought. So for yourself, it is that choice. What you think, what you focus on is what is real for you. So this is a very good aspect to move away from. Also, you do have the Six of Wands. So this is championing you into actually saying, yes, you will do it. Because just by asking the question, will I do it? You want to. So the desire to want something, especially when it's to do with healing, especially to do it with fear, because when we fear something, we're allowing that to be bigger than ourselves. So it's never a good thing to actually do that. You need to consume that fear. Look it in its face. What do you fear? You know, like if we were sitting across, I'll tell you a funny story because I like this story. I don't know if you know, but sometimes I just like to be stupid. And I was in an adult course. It was film studies, right? And I was an adult, and so I was around all these 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds, and we were going on about fear. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. No idea. Who knows? And I don't know if I particularly liked the tutor. Anyway, she was going on about fear, and I was being my usually stupid self. And she goes, yes, you would have fear. If the lion was brought in here, you'd fear it. I said, no, I wouldn't. I said, if you actually got a lion in here, why would I fear it? It'd be a tame lion to get it actually in here. So don't allow anybody to go, well, say if this happened, think of a different way of kind of going, well, you know. So fear is, it just depends what you do fear. But anyway, you can overcome that. That was a long story, wasn't it? Anyway, so you've also got wise counselor as well within this reading. So sometimes we can look at faith of who you are as a person, whether you've been taught to fear something. Like this is where parents can be good and parents can be kind of not as helpful as they could be. So within my life, I was told, you know, save up for a rainy day, blah, 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 which is just poverty thinking. Well, that's something for you to actually work out. This is a spiritual card as well. So have a look at spiritual teachings to remove yourself away from fear. So having faith, you know, just having faith in that you're on the right path. But it is a silly thing to actually fear. Obviously, you're choosing to actually be liked as a victim. Anyway. Right, Miller, where is your question? Thank you for being here, 2023. You will find that all the time that you've had these sayings within you come from your parents. They don't come from you. All right. So have a look at that. Philip, of course you do. What are Philip's feelings, intentions towards me after the drawing I sent him a few days ago? I feel he is my person. Right. Okay, Miller, let's have a look at Philip. Right. How did Philip feel about the drawing? Right. Philip. We love Philip. Right. Mm-hmm. Right, let's have a look at our Philippe. Ooh. Mm. 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 You could have done this reading yourself. Right, okay. So, anyway, first of all, with the Eight of Pentacles, I always see this as paying attention to the small details. So he obviously appreciated it, all the work that went into it, you know, doing it, sitting, thinking about it, and the message in it as well. So it's a reflection of how he sees his work ethic as well, to be fair. So there's a kind of happiness to it as well. I am feeling he was very happy about it. Not that I'm saying he can do anything about it, but he was very happy about it and really appreciated the work that went into it, which is really, really good. Very good indeed. Then we have the Seven of Swords. So it's almost like it's so difficult because he knows what you want. You know, everyone knows what you want with this, and it is great that you do still feel that they are your person. And I know that he also has this aspect of wanting to be there as well. But whatever is in their minds, it's very, very difficult for them to overcome. Um, the worst thing for Philippe is removing themselves away from their environment and sort of coming towards you. But yeah, it's almost like the whole stake of you two being together. It's almost like you are together, but you're not. So it's a kind of aspect whereas it's so difficult, and that's where this comes through. I don't know why. I have no idea why they pull back or don't commit fully to this aspect. And this is where they see that you are being patient with them, because most people would have told them to do one, go away. If you can't make up your mind, I'm just not being there. And this is a sign where you do have to be extremely gentle within yourself and the aspect. I think you did the right thing, saying, "Hi, I'm still here. This is what I think." And they do appreciate that as well. So, yeah, I'm also getting a sense of loneliness from Philippe as well. It's sad. They are quite sad as well. So they've got to get away from that sadness. A bit sad, isn't it? Let's move on. So they've also demonstrating the Four of Wands as well. So this is a celebration of the foundation. The foundation is very solid of how it has been, and it can be built on. Do I think you will? Well, that's what I said to you. You could do your reading yourself, because they're still in two minds about moving forward or not. See? Ugh. However, here with the Four of Wands, this is the kind of being grateful card, celebrating where we are at the moment. And this Two of Minds brings a sense of kind of peace that you're still there, you know? It's not taking for granted. I don't get that with Philip at all. I do think there's something that holds him back significantly, and that's the loneliness. So they do need more confidence, 100%. But it's also, I know you say they have to travel, but the way there, the emotional way there is clear. There's no obstacle to actually do that except within their own mind. So for them, it's almost like it's really difficult. Anyway, they appreciate it. Yeah, I know that, and that what makes it slightly unfair. Yeah, it does. Decision time. That's what's going on. It's always a good thing when someone's confused and they still don't know if it's right or not. But I like this card today because it's blue. And when we see the blue, we see that expansion. So the expansion of the mind, and there is a kind of an aspect where they do get pulled back because they've left something there with you. So the intention of still coming back to you is still there. Do you know what I mean? No, no. When I said do your own reading, I didn't mean literally read the cards as you see them. No, no. He's not thinking of deceiving you. I don't think Philippe's got that. He hasn't got a bad bone in his body. He's just very lonely. He's very kind of, he doesn't understand fully how to move forward. No, I've always loved, not loved, yeah, I do love Philippe. Philippe, he's really, really good, and he's not bad. He's just very decides. Oh yeah, not deciding. Yeah, he's still deciding, but it's nothing to do with you. That decision, you've got to understand that it's not because you're not good enough or something. You are. It's just that for him to actually move mountains within his own mind is difficult, as you can see with the lion. It is difficult. It is difficult with him. How old is he? Have I asked you that question before? You don't know? Yeah, very, very gentle. Mm. I really don't know what to suggest with you and him. I really don't, because it's just his own doing. Mm. Don't know what his problem is, really. It's annoying. He's annoying. He needs somebody to tell him to get a move on. That's what it is. I don't know why he's procrastinating so much. That's what Mad Soul Tarot says. That's what. Yeah, I don't know what his problem is. I really don't. He's annoying. He's annoying me. Hello, Rowan. How are you? Right, let's do Lotus Rose now. What is happening behind the scenes regarding my life that I should be aware of? Thank you, Lotus Rose. Thanks for being here. Love you too, Miller Miller. You take care. You take care. I don't know what's up with Philip. Stupid boy. There you go. I don't know what his problem is. Anyway, let's move on to Lotus Rose. What is happening behind the scenes regarding what you should be aware of? Let's have a Lotus Rose. Lotus Rose. You'll be fine, Miller. Right. Here you can't shuffle now. Right, Lotus Rose. Lotus Rose, what's happening? Right. Lotus Rose. Let's have a look. Okay. Right. What's happening with you? I feel you, Lotus Rose. I think you asked this question the other day, and I can't remember what I said. But here, there seems to be a lot of plates. You know, when you have those spinning plates, it's kind of a lot of choice for yourself. And there is an aspect here where the distraction of spinning all these plates it's kind of it's like for you there's something really shiny and it's catching your attention all the time, and it's misdirection. So the misdirection of where you're putting your attention is taken away from the real yourself. In But you know this on a subconscious level. You actually know this, and it's kind of, I don't know if you've had this particular dream where you've known it, and you've got to really focus on what it is that you want instead of looking at the shiny objects and doing too much. That kind of has an opposite effect because no, because what you have built up so far for the end goal is is there. So when we have a look at ego, it means that you're trapped. It means that there is an aspect where the habits of how you put your life in order needs to be dropped. So when we have the Four of Wands and also the Queen of Wands, it means the foundation that you've laid comes about. But for you, it's almost like you're going down the wrong path all the time, or you're seeing, oh well, if I do this and I do that and I do this and I've got to do this, and so one has to make it more simplistic in its kind of entirety. So still follow your passion and your desire, but don't allow the shiny objects or things or sayings to distract you. Well, you need to stop that. Nip it in the bud, stop it, move away from it. Even if it's family, you have to move away from that. Do you know what I mean? Thank you for the question. Solid as a rock. Right, let's do solid as a rock. S, you're still here. Thank you still for being here. Let's do solid as a rock. A general for solid as a rock. Good to see you. Hopefully you are fine. Love life. How are you today? Here, well done, solid as a rock. Right, let's do solid as a rock. Love life, if you posted your question, you still need to post it again and again. Keep posting your question. Sherry, post your question. If I can't see your question, I can't do your question. Do remember to read the pinned comment, guys, and lots of blessings towards you. Right, solid as a rock. Post your questions, guys. Thank you. Right, solid as a rock. Clover, hello, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much, Lotus Rose. Right, solid. Let's see. Post your questions, guys. If I can't see it, I can't do it. How many times do I have to do that? Right, solid as a rock. What do you need to know? Right. Did you say something about... No, you didn't. Right, what solid as a rock. What you need to know is planning to succeed is better than planning to fail. When you look at things, in a negative way, or you look at an aspect where the fear becomes more of a reality than the actual ability, then that could be a problem. So listen, the ability and not the capability is important here. So capability and ability is so much more important than you disbelieving yourself. So sometimes when we look at things in a negative emotional way, then we can't think logically. So for you, it's very much get your mind in order and look at what you have achieved and then plan for the success moving forward. So for you, you need to highlight that your capabilities. It's as simple as that. Look at your capability and ability, and that'll win the day, then the mindset. All right. So the moon, Knight of Earth, and the Nine of Swords. All right. So that's important for you. That's a message for you today. Thank you, solid as a rock. Yes. I'm coming over there and hit you over the head. Stop it. Right. Love life. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Right, love life. May I ask what percentage of chance you see me passing your exam? A percentage, eh? Of passing your exam. So already you don't think you're going to pass the exam, and that is correct. So you need to get on board with yourself achieving a high mark in the exam. All right, that's the first mindset you need to do. When you go to sleep tonight, see yourself having a high mark of achieving within the exam, and never mind passing it, but really excelling in the exam. That's the first thing that I'm going to tell you. And then love life, I'm going to tell you something else. All right, so love life, no point in having that username if you're not going to love it. So the percentage that you are going to is high because of this. So when we deal with the Ace of Swords, that is a trap within our minds, and this is why I told you before to really go to bed tonight and really saying to yourself that you're going to achieve a good mark within the exam. You know, you're going to exceed in the exam. So just relax. Then you have the page of thingamajiggies, wands. So this is the inspiration that you need. Why are you actually fearing that you're not going to pass it? Do you not want what's at the end of it? So sometimes you've got to be like an adult and look at things backwards. So when we look at, oh my goodness, if I pass this exam, I have to do this, 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 and this, and I don't really want to do that, so I'm not going to do it. So we jeopardize ourselves by the way you think. So if you truly do want to pass this exam and excel in what's actually later on, then you've got to be adult about it and go, right, I'm now relaxed and I'm just going to super exceed it. So if the exam's tomorrow, then, you know, that's a different story. But with the exam, you've got enough time to get your mindset in order. So this is a renewal card. So this is all about really seeing that you have to find that inspiration, which is all about the page of wands. So it is entirely up to people. And I'll tell you another secret. It doesn't matter if you fail or pass, you can do it again. So there's no point in having that excuse in the mind. Oh, well, if I don't pass, you know, my life is over. But you could say to yourself, well, I'm just going to really do well in that exam. I've done all the hard work. I'm going to pass. Hello, Vicky. How are you? Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter. God blessings to everyone. Right. So good luck in that exam. Yeah. Right. S. How Anushka feeling about you? Shrey. Okay, Shrey, let's have a look. Shrey. Hugs to you. Just see yourself doing it. Adulting. Right, Shrey, let's have a look at Anushka's feelings towards Shrey. Thank you. Divine Goddess, thank you for the donation of Super Chat. What is your question, please? Thank you. Right, just having a look at Shrey and Anushka. Yep, sure, Vicky. I'll do you after Divine Goddess. Let's have a look at Shrey, though. And Anushka. Divine Goddess, do post your questions, sweetheart. Thank you. Right, this is for Shrey and Anushka. Shrey and Anushka. Right. Right, okay. Shrey, what's going on about you? She's Gemini. She's Gemini, is she? Right, that'll be that then. Oh, Geminis, they like to demonstrate the Two of Swords, don't they? I do feel that this is a very dodgy one, Shrey. With the Eight of Cups here, it's like trying to find something that'll fit in to their pattern of how they want things to come about. So when we demonstrate this, it doesn't mean to say it's complete failure. It just means that they're looking at something that'll be more substantial for themselves. So sometimes they need more information. And one of these things they've got to know that here with the Two of Swords, that to make a decision that fits in with their pattern brings like a sense of belongingness. So I think for Anushka here, they have the sense that they need to belong. So if you've demonstrated to them a secure kind of foundation, then you know things are good. However, I don't really think that at the moment that is possible. So it's going to take more time for them to really open up about how they do feel. Um, yeah, it's kind of a difficult one here. It's not impossible though. It's not impossible. Where are we? 9th of April. Mm. I'm not going to say either way here because it's almost like how they view things is different to how they feel. Ask it again 2 weeks time. Right. Divine Goddess, can I ask about your career? What's coming ahead? I'm applying for jobs, and if you see any good high-paying jobs coming soon. Right, Divine Goddess, let's have a look at job situation. This is for Divine Goddess. Let's have a look. I'm glad you're having that value aspect. That's a good sign. Thank you, Shrey. Yeah, it is. Right, let's have a look at Divine Goddess. High-paying jobs, high-paying jobs. Let's go. Sam Beats, hello, thank you. Do post a question, you will be next. Thank you. Right. Thank you, Sam Beats. Right. So when we have a look at this, the first aspect is the Ace of Cups. And that there is an aspect here where, yes, obviously we all want high-paying jobs, absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. But we must have a look at the value of who we are as people. And it does show here that it takes a lot more kind of patience here with the Seven of Pentacles to have that growth of what is coming. So I have to take into consideration this particular card that did come up reversed. So it can be a little bit of an issue. Though I think the issue is like a turbulence. It's almost like you need the Justice card here to give you that kind of balance between how you have your passion for what you really invest in regards to payment as well. So it's almost like when we have high paying jobs, it's like unless it's a real passion with what you really want to do and it's your life purpose, then the money, the monetary value kind of diminishes the value that we put on ourselves. So that's a kind of important aspect. And this is where I have to read this one in reverse, which I'll get to in a minute. So you do have the Four of Wands as well as the Six of Wands, and these are really good cards. Together they do make a 10, which is hard work. So, but with the foundation and what's coming towards you, as well as the victory, it means you can get what you do want or what you apply for, which is good. But is it really going to have a look at how you sing from the heart? And that's my issue here. Because when we have the Ten of Cups and it's reversed, it's like, okay, I can have it, but is it really what I want? Hello, gifted spirit. Lots of love to you all. So within this, it's about self-worth and self kind of love in the kind of aspect of who you are. Because when we have sometimes with high paying jobs, it's like, I mean, it might be a lot of stress. It might mean our soul is dying inside, but all the money is great. So the money, yeah, what I've said before. So it can mean that you can get it, but is it really going to make you sing from your heart? It is one of those aspects here. So this is why the Eight of Swords is demonstrating as well. It's like I'm stuck. So I've always seen your capabilities as extremely high in a lot of things. I've told you this before, and I think you do believe it. But when we think that it is something, because sometimes we can make things, I don't know if it's because I'm old and I can make things more simplistic, and you don't have to chase after all the yachts and all the houses and all this. And it doesn't make you happy. But the passion within us makes us happy. So have a look. I mean, yeah, we all need to pay bills, etc., etc. But you can achieve that. But at the end of the day, if it's not making you completely have that passion, then it is an issue. But yes, you can. If you have the Six of the Wands, you have the Four of Wands. That is a celebration of what you can achieve. It is going to be hard work. If you do get those high-paying jobs that you're after, so it's like for me with the Ace of Cups along with the Ten of Cups, which was reversed. It's almost like saying for me, this Seven of Pentacles is showing, what am I nurturing? What do I really want? What do I need to weed out of my garden, out of my reality, to really make myself sing? No worries indeed, my lovely friend, Divine Goddess. So yeah, so think about it. Pretend you're older, and work backwards. Well, what do I really need? Yeah, it's a lot easier. Oh dear. Right. Okay. So thank you. Right. Thank you, Divine Goddess. Lots of love to you. You will get there. I know you will. I've seen you. Right, some bits. We need to do some bits. What does 2023 hold for you? Let's have a look. Some bits. Thank you guys. Lots of love to everybody. Thanks for liking the video. Much appreciated. Right, some bits. Let's have a look. Good to see new people in my room. Do appreciate that. Right, this is for some bits. Who's done super chats, guys? Right, some bits. Let's have a look for some bit. Probably pronouncing your name wrong. Some wrong. Some bit. You still here? It certainly does, Vicky. Right, let's have a look at some bits. Do you know, I really do think society knocks our gumption out of us, don't you? We have less confidence in who we are as people because society perhaps doesn't want us to achieve. Yeah. Right, some bit. Some bit row. Let's have a look. Some bit row. Right, some bit. It's true, innit? Right, some bits. Hopefully you're here. Can you just say, yes, I am here? Please. Thank you. Ooh. 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 Whoa. We're having a royal time here. Some bits, are you still here? I don't really want to talk to myself. I might as well. They could read it back, couldn't they? Right, okay. Some... Yay! Thank goodness. I thought I'm going to talk to myself here. Nothing's changed then. So... this is an interesting year for you if we look at the start, because we are in the age of the Aries, Arian, sign of Aries. So it is theoretically the start of the new solar year. So you've come at the right time. So for you, it's an understanding that through your capabilities of knowingness with what you do want is important to achieve where you want to actually go. So when we have the Ace of Earth, this is the opportunity to follow your soul purpose in a way, but having the courage to do so. So I don't know if you know, this little girl is on the yellow brick road, which is very much like Dorothy. So everything within you, or what you want to achieve, is already there. So when we have a look, and I don't know if you know the Wizard of Oz and the story, but it is about following your heart and your feelings, and there's a lot of things to it. So when you're demonstrating the Queen of Hearts and also the King of Wands, but also the Queen of Wands, it's almost like this story of when Dorothy goes along the yellow brick road, they meet certain characters, and those characters are who she knows within her life per se. So it's almost like for you to go on a journey of opportunity and not hold back. Because with the holding back here is the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is a barrier that we can put around us to not experience or explore and question the exploration. So when we go on this kind of journey, not only with the Queen of Hearts, which is the Queen of Love, it's about really expanding your heart. So when we look at the story of Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, they met a tin man who didn't have a heart, but they did. So for you to explore your own feeling, your own love, the love of yourself, the love of life, and the love what you can achieve is going to be essential. And how can that help you? With the King of Wands here, which is fire element, having that desire, that passion to know what you want to do. But with the Queen of Wands as well, it's like, what are you feeling passionate for? And then demonstrating it will allow you to go further than ever before. So even though you may have had knockbacks previously, this is about taking the opportunity and going it. So for instance, have you wanted to start your own business? Have you wanted to start a new romance? Doesn't matter what it is, but starting one must. So it's the start of the journey, ending the journey, but knowing that you've got all the abilities to do so. So these kind of aspects are very demonstrating a kind of inwardness that you've got to demonstrate outwardly. So for you, it's almost like it's okay having these feelings, having the desire, having the confidence, but making it more practical. So it's almost like for you having a kind of element to really see that you have to be more practical. So it's okay feeling it and having passion for it, but one has to set the groundwork, just like Dorothy did. She had to overcome a lot of fears to realize that what she did have was all within her at home. That may or may not make sense to you, but it's taking the opportunity to find your value of who you are is very important this year. Okay? So, not allowing anything to prevent you from seeing the possibility of what you can achieve. All right? Easy. Right, let's do our Vicky. Dum 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 dum. Rowan, good to see you. Vicky. Peace feelings over this text you sent. Right, okay. Vicky, I'm picking up that you sent the text. If I cover myself all in chocolate, what would you do? Is that the text you sent, or am I thinking of something else? Not too sure there. Let's have a look. Right, Vicky. Oh, we just. Right. Thank you, Sambits. Lots of love to you all. Right, okay. Right, let's have a look for Vicky. I forgot the question now. P. Peace feelings over the text. Divine Goddess, thank you again. Right, let's have a look. I got a ton of cards down there now. I better pick them up. Right, Vicky. Yes, you can, Divine Goddess. Absolutely. Right. I said, he liked it. He liked the text. There's nothing untoward about the text, really, here. um, so demonstrating the Two of Wands is like when you rub two sticks together, you can create fire, but it also shows where that fire can go. So he's developing, is developing. But also they liked the text. There's nothing here that says they didn't like the text. What it shows is the opportunity for growth and really kind of understanding that is a good foundation. So you already know where your relationship stands with this particular person, and it brings no surprise really about this. You got that friendship card. You've got that kind of, oh, where can we go moving forward? But it is going to take a length of time because they are slow. They are just slow. But the Four of Wands does show that you can celebrate in knowing that the foundation is rich, having grateful for what you do have. So there is no rushing this. It's not like, you know, I'm laying here with chocolate all over me, all over. It's like, come get me. But it's almost like, yeah, you know, give it time to flourish. So when we have a look at this, it is quite good. 4, 5, 6, 3, and 7. It's a really good aspect to have. It's just, you know, basically nothing changed other than yeah, I'm still here, P, I'm here, you know, I'm still, you know, whatever. Um, hmm. Notice here in these cards, Vicky, the brick wall. So when we have the brick wall, what's behind the brick wall? And a lot of the times when we have these walled gardens, we have this secret, and it is like a secret garden. Here's a secret garden. But you can see with this one the window of what you both want through the window. So this is where you're having the patience with the growth, what's behind the wall. So at the moment, it's a brick wall, but they can see. So yeah. Hey, why is life complicated? It's annoying, but there you go. But yeah, don't give up. Don't give up. I think that's quite nice. Right, let's do when Geronimo. May I ask if it's good to build a new house and lot for the next year? May I ask if it is good to build a new house? Oh, building new houses. I don't see why not. Right, Rowan, let's see. Oh yeah, of course you. Sorry. Sorry, Divine Goddess, of course it's you. Yeah, Rowan, I'll do you in a minute. Divine Guardian, Divine Goddess. Spirit, yeah. Let's see what's coming for Divine Goddess. Let's have a look. Message. Right, let's see. Divine Goddess. Right. Oh, after too late. I've done it now. Took all the energy. Right, Divine Goddess. Let's have a look. Ooh. Wow. So, oh, it's a really beautiful message, and sometimes with people, they never know to actually do what you've just done. Sometimes, me included, I will go these kinds of rubbish, and then when we just sit back and let kind of our spiritual side take over and look at from a bigger picture, then we get so much more beautiful energy coming through, and it's like we shouldn't struggle with what we do struggle with. So these cards are brilliant. It means if you have the strength to really understand that, to have courage, where and you've got the Ten of Cups again. So this is the right way. So for you to have the kind of determination and courage and strength and kind of confidence, ability in yourself, then what does come through is complete happiness. Instead of the other reading how it was reversed. So when we look at what we said before about what are you passionate about, what is your kind of desire, then sometimes it does take a lot of strength to do that. So a lot of people who need this inner strength is finding the courage to go dating again, or the courage to go self-employed, or the courage to leave their country, or do whatever. It's very much individual to that individually. So yeah, spiritual. Then we really need to kind of listen to our higher self. Of course, you want to help people, which is good. So it is important to step away and take that is what I want. So it doesn't necessarily, like my job, pay very well, but, you do help people. So that's, you know, the reward kind of thing. So finding the strength and courage to do that when we still have to face other equations can be that strength to do so. So it shows here when you're the Queen of Earth, it's that taking the time to really start. And this is the birth card as well. So having the strength to do something that's going to achieve on a higher level is important. And when we see for you that when you start that, which is the birth card, having that renewal of the whole life, the whole conception, can make you sing even louder. Now, you also, along with the ten of cups, also got the 10 of Pentacles. Now, I believe within a reading, when you get the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, that's extremely lucky and it's extremely positive. And of course, when you come across as the Queen of Earth, that's very practical. So the practicality comes at another great time of the Ace of Swords. So for you, it's like having the mindset, but also knowing that you've got the abundant aspect within you to really understand that to start again and to really achieve what you do want does take courage, because sometimes it's that small step of starting and achieving. And what I said basically before about young Arthur being able to know their destiny. So when you feel the urge to go on a route, it does take courage because it's about the unknown. But like any mother, well, not any mother, most mothers, it's the groundwork, it's the beginning, it's the start of this good idea. So when you have this, it's all about, oh, what new idea are you giving birth to? So you do see here, well, that's the right idea. So the right idea is definitely for you. You know it, you want to achieve it, and, um, things will materialize. Family, morals, and actually helping people is one of the best things you can do with humanity. So it is good for you to achieve that. And these are absolutely fantastic cards. And if you ever get down on yourself or you doubt yourself, really mark this video and go, oh, I think I'll go to that part where I was saying this, just to give yourself that encouragement, because these cards are fantastic, and so they should be. 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Strength card, Renewal card, and of course the 10 of Cups. So yeah, save it, bookmark it, save it, and go, right, am I going to doubt myself? No, I'm not going to charge myself up again and just remind myself, or just write them down or watch it again. But yeah, it's really, really good. I can't see a problem with that. Yeah. Hello, Fatima. Right, can we go back to Rowen? Rowen, are you still here? Thanks, guys, for being here. Is Rowen still here? Loads of love to you as well, Divine Goddess. Yeah. Good intentions always win the day. Remember to look to your spiritual side and ask, is this the right thing for me? Right, Rowan, thank you. Rowan, should you build a new house? Right, let's have a look at Rowan and building new houses. Right, Rowan. Let's have a look for Rowan. Thanks for your patience, guys. Much appreciate your patience in waiting. That's lovely jubbly. Right, let's have a look at Rowan. Building a new house. Right, should you build a new house? Let's have a look. Ooh. I would say yeah. Right, the reason why I say yes, this is moving away from what you know now. And when we have the transformation, everything crumbles down. And also with the King of Air, Cups, King of Cups. This is like, at the moment, things are unstable. So when you look at building a new house, is your finances unstable? Is the right time for you to be building a house unstable? So with the Six of Swords, this is moving away from the instability and the rockiness of the situation to transform your life. The Tower, things do come to a realization that sometimes on an emotional level, it's the right thing for you to do. Only you can make the decision if it's the right time for you to build your own house or whatever. But these cards to me are saying moving, transforming is a good thing. So having a look at where you're emotionally involved in is probably an issue. So maybe not building where you are at the moment, but finding the right space and the right time to actually do. But yeah, renovating is definitely a good thing for you to do. Definitely. And finding what kind of your own emotional investments in that. Yeah, why not? Why not, indeed? Right, Sherry. Let's have a look at Sherry. General reading for you. This is for Sherry. Thanks for being here, guys. Much appreciate your company. Yeah, good, Sherry. Let's have a look at your general reading. Let's see what's coming up for Sherry. Hello, Rashmi. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Right, this is for Sherry. General reading for Sherry. Love and light to you, Gwen. Good luck. Right, let's have a look at Sherry. Right, Sherry. Dum, 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 dum. Right. Okay. So there comes a time, Sherry, when we have to really have a little bit of confidence in ourselves. And that means to reassess what we want within our life. Sometimes it's not so much about what we've been told that life is about, whether that's society, teachers, parents, and all that. Sometimes we have to really um, expand who we are. And to do that, one has to look at the pure intentions of who you are, of how you stand up for yourself. So sometimes we need that justification about who we are and where we're going. So if you think something's justified, oh yeah, I think I should, as well as have a full-time job, I should do a course, or I've got this equation in the day, but I'd also like to do something at night. Then sometimes we have to develop and expand. So for you, it is important to see the kind of new expansion that you can make, whether that is learning, relearning, retraining, seeing a different vision for yourself. If you don't and you keep things small, then you're not going to excel in who you are as a person and not have the kind of ability to make more of yourself. So this is a lesson for you, whether it's a lifelong lesson for you to kind of really expand and see the capabilities that you can actually do. So staying true to you and expanding is so more important than kind of withering. Okay? Heavy. Right. Fatima, are you still here? Hello, Ayushi. Hello, BS. How are you? Hello, Natalia. How are you too? Do remember to read the pinned comment. Thank you for being here. I'm fine. Happy Easter and may God bless you all. Thank you for being here, guys. Right. I'm fine. Thank you. I will indeed, Sherry, and you too. Right. I'm not sure if Fatima is here. There is no list. Just keep posting. That's why I said read the pinned comment. Please post a question. I'll only be on for a short time. Ayushi Patel, what is H thinking about you? Let's have a look. Post your question. If I can't see your question, I can't do your questions, guys. So do that. Thank you for liking the video. I do appreciate that. So, Ayushi Patel, what is H thinking about you? What is H thinking about you? Do post your questions, guys. Thank you so much. Ayushi Patel, what is H thinking about you? What is H thinking about Ayushi Patel? Right, H. Ooh. Okay, this looks very good, Ayushi. I think H is thinking, what can I do here? I get a sense that they feel, like, have you heard the expression, a fish out of water? But things are changing to see the possibility of their own confidence of how things can move forward. So there's an opportunity that you'll probably see a change within them to have more confidence and more ability. I think they're going to demonstrate a little bit more love and fun within that kind of sphere. So you do have the King of Cups. Whoa, a slimy little fish, isn't he? So to stop. He's trying to slip away. You keep hold of him. Right, so the King of Cups here, they do want to demonstrate an offer, but the change that they see, they can go quite quiet. So I'm picking up a very Scorpion feel about this, that they might decide to stay hidden, but they are definitely thinking about you and definitely wondering a lot about you. So they might have a little bit of a fantasy here. There's nothing wrong with fantasy. It is quite good. So you'll probably see a new change within them. Give it time, because I think when we get the Tower, it's like the realizations got to drip feed within them, and sometimes this can take a lot of time. So, but yeah, I think they definitely have some feelings for you, of a very interesting nature. I like it. Mega, how are you? Right, Natalia. What's coming for Natalia in love? Thank you, Ayushi Patel. Lots of love to you. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at Natalia. I'm good as well, Mega. Hopefully you are. Right, let's have a look at Natalia. What is coming for you in love? Natalia, what's coming for you in love? This is for Natalia. Thanks for liking the video, guys. Do appreciate that. Thank you. Natalia, what's coming to you in love? Natalia in love. Jumpy little cards at the moment. That's what I've got. Thank you, Rashmi, for being patient. So, Natalia in love. Whoa. Right. Natalia, very important message for you at the moment. Be careful. Be careful about seemingly choices within your life. So when we have different aspects and different options, sometimes within love, it's almost like we can go on different websites, we can go out with different people, we can see that person, and juggle them in our mind and go blah, 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 blah. But we don't need to be deceived. We don't need to be deceive ourselves that this person is the right person for us, whether that's an ex or it's a new person or blah, blah, blah. So it's a kind of thing where to recognize within yourself and what you do want, stay very firm and very true and look at the value of who you are, because all that glitters is definitely not gold. So to kind of have a look at that is knowing who you are and what you do want at this moment of time. A lot of people like to go, oh, I'd just like a casual relationship, or I'd like, whatever in that compartment. And other people want, well, I'm looking for a lifelong partner, more of a commitment and loyalty. So this is what I mean for you about seeing someone shiny, that they think they might want something that you want, but in fact they don't. So be very, very careful. So that's with the Five of Swords, but you've got the Four of Wands, so you can get there, and what is there for you in long term is a good thing. All right, But with the Seven of Cups, we don't want this wishy-washy kind of, all right, this is available. I'll just take what's available. I'll take second best at the moment. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm on about. Excellent. Right. Rashmi, let's see. What are the current love feelings of A for you? Thank you, Natalia. Good luck. We've got to be strong and true to who we are, haven't we? Definitely. Right, Rashmi, what are the current love feelings for A? Rashmi and A. Thank you, Rashmi. Current love feelings of A. Right, let's have a look at A. Current feelings. Interesting. Very interesting. Isn't it, really? Right, okay. So they're on this kind of journey that if they are on the same wavelength as you, then that's good. If they're not on the same wavelength as you, then yeah. There's an element here where the understanding of both of you has to be really implemented in a very firm way. Because I think for the both of you, you can help each other, but I'm not so sure if this is long term, life partner kind of aspect. So this is where I'm saying you have to really be on the same page. I know that's probably the same for everybody, but it's demonstrating that at this moment in time, there's an element where they're trying to remove themselves from a situation, and there can be a little bit of a karmic cycle if they move back into a set pattern, so to speak, right? So with the Page of Cups, this is good. It's more of understanding about who you are. And with the Six of Swords, this is removing themselves from drama, into something better. So this is where the understanding comes about, and a kind of a look about something which could be good. And with the Wheel of Fortune, which is very good, it's moving towards something that's better. But with any vehicle, and we can see here with the Six of Swords, this can be a vehicle, and with the Wheel of Fortune, that is the vehicle. But it can also be looked at as the engine that drives the vehicle. So sometimes we can be driving back into the drama, and it can look like it's a rebound situation. All right. So this is where the kind of clarity needs to be there. So only you know, only they know if they're over what they're over. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully that helps. Latoya, how are you? Happy Easter. Yes, you can. Right, Mega, let's see what ours next actions are towards you. Thanks for being here, guys. Right, this is from Mega. What are ours next actions towards you? Let's have a look, Mega. Thank you, Rashmi. Hi, Latoya. This is for Mega. Right, let's have a look at good old R. Okay, so that there is careful indication here that right. First of all, we got the Knight of Air. So this is a time where planning has to happen. We've already discussed a million times that they're very slow. But I again wouldn't be too concerned here with the Three of Cups. This shows that the trust, you've got to trust in that ability. Sometimes we've got to look at that self-love, self-forgiveness, self-awareness about what is happening. So on long term, we need to see that girl. But in the meantime, with the Three of Cups, this is a good indication that if you are together, then just be together and celebrate who you are as a people. If you're not talking as much as you could do, then just kind of stay with friends and family that can really boost yourself up, because it is the long-term kind of planning in what is coming or not. So it is a very interesting aspect here with the Ace of Cups, that you've got to look at forgiving yourself and forgiving them, because it's their personality about who they are as people. So give it time at the moment. You know, it is a slow burn, as you know. All right, thank you. Latoya, you would like a general. Let's have a look at Latoya and general. What's going on with Latoya? Ah, thank you, Mega. You'll be fine. Right, let's have a look at Latoya. Thanks for being here, guys. This is for Latoya. Hi, Flyer. How are you? Right, Latoya, let's have a look. So today, you do have an aspect where things are definitely improving for you. So when we have a look at the Ten of Cups, this is the love attitude that we feel, the joy within our world. Now we can do that with renewal. It is like Easter time, and everything does have a renewal. So when we have a look at that with the King of Earth, it's about how we can renew our life to make ourselves feel valued. So this is the responsibility within the value and self-respect that we give to ourselves. But first of all, we must follow that kind of aspect where we can learn to readapt. And this is why it's a renewal, it's a rebirth of ourselves. But to have that first, we must have that love of self and love of an enjoyment kind of attitude to be go, yeah, I am worth it. I've got that self-respect. I know that I do have value. So the King of Pentacles or Earth, when it's demonstrated, is a slow achievement reward of what you do once. So for you, it's the ending, but the beginning and the full cycle of the circle of what we need to invest in yourself. Does that make sense? Thank you. Hi, a flyer. How's these feelings about you? Let's have a look. High flyer. These feelings towards high flyer. Let's have a look. How's these feels? Thank you, Latoya. Lots of love to you. How's the feels towards high flyer? High flyer. Right, high flyer. Let's have a look. The. Ooh, 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 ooh. Right, okay. So high flyer. There is oh, it's funny. They've got the 9 of water cups. No, it's like the genie in the bottle. It's like you know when they get asked, "What are your 3 wishes?" And the first one should always be, "I have endless wishes that come true." But the wish for them is like, "Well, what do I do with this? I don't know. I feel like I need to do it, but I don't know if I should do it." And that's where the Emperor comes along. It says, "Just do it." Oh, so basically, they do want something more. They can actually see them starting to do this, and they have great passion. When you have this Aryan quality, they often like to start things, but they don't finish it, and this is where they become quite indecisive about it. So it's more or less like, oh, I could see myself doing this. This is fine. But when reality kicks in, they go, oh. So they need to have a sense of logicalness and just do it. Just start it. Use that kind of drive to do it. They need to basically follow their heart. But they do like you. So winner, winner. So, right. Thanks for being here, guys. I'm going to end this session. I've been over 2 hours, so I now turn into a pumpkin, which is never a good thing. So, thank you to everyone for being here. Lots of love. Happy Easter. And we'll see you all next time.